Namaste. Myself Dr. Trinadara Bandaru, Assistant Professor from Department of Management, Northeastern Hill University. Today, briefly we will discuss about travel and tourism in India. We know that food, clothes and shelter. So all these are considered as necessaries for the human life. To fulfill these necessities, man traveled from one place to another place. For a period of time, man has arisen from creating necessities to creating luxury amenities. In the process, man lifestyles also changed. He or she want, apart from these amenities, they want to undergo certain recreational activities, and sometimes they want to travel to rejoice or to energize themselves. We know in India, people used to start to places like holy places like Amarnath Yatra, Char Dham Yatra, Manas Sarovar, or visiting Benares. So all these are mostly religiously people used to travel. But in 21st century, or even from the 20th century onwards, apart from this spirituality, people also started traveling. They want to experience a different kind of tourism activities, recreational activities. So in the process, traveling tourism sector has emerged as economic one of the world's, not only national wide, the world's largest economic sectors, and it started creating jobs, drives exports, generates prosperity across the world. Comprised of a wide range of industries aim to serve and support domestic, international, business and leisure visitors. It it is like a range of companies, large and small, industries ranging from accommodation and transportation to food and beverage, retail and culture, and sports and recreation, all strive to create products and services that bring people together, support communities, and celebrate the wonders that our world can offer. If you see the global travel and tourism scenario in a glimpse, the travel and tourism industry contributing 10% of 10.3% of GDP towards the total economic contribution, and it created 330 million jobs, and one in every 10 jobs are creating by this travel and tourism industry. If you see the contribution of travel and tourism alone towards this, the contribution of travel and tourism growth rate, it is at 3.5 percentage, while the world's economic growth rate is 2.5. From past 5 years, travel and tourism creating one job in every 4 jobs. If we'll come to the India, the travel and tourism growth, it contributed to our national GDP at 6.5 percentage. It is equals to rupees 13,681.1 billions, and its growth rate is more than 4.9 percentage. The employment wise, if you see the jobs creation, it's created 39,821.8 thousand jobs. That means it is equal to the 8% of total employment. And international visitors impact, that means by a single visitor, the spending is raised to 2130.5 billions by the international visitors. It is equal to the 5.6% of total exports. If you see the tourist arrivals and departures, the inbound tourists who are coming from outside to India are majorly from Bangladesh, United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia. When if you see the outbound tourists from India who are going to the other nations, the which nations they are going means the first place is United Arab Emirates, second is Saudi Arabia, third Thailand, fourth United States, the fifth place is chosen by our Indian citizens are Singapore. If you see in world, in global sector characteristics, that means the total international tourists are out of 100 they are carrying around 28.7 percentage their contribution, and in the domestic tourists comes around 71.3 percentage. Their expenditure pattern, if we see 21.4 percentage of are spending on business, the remaining people are spending on leisure activities. If you see India sector characteristics, here the people who are in India, so that both international and domestic tourists, they are spending mostly on leisure. It is comes around 94 percentage. Only 6 percentage are spending on business activities. In India, the domestic spending 83 percentage and international spending is 17 percentage. If you see the Indian travel and tourism performance overview, here the scores are given. The overall score is 4.4, that means it comes around 34th place. Compared with all the nations, the Indian position is in overall position in terms of tourism is 34th. If you see each sector wise, business environment, in terms of business environment creation, it is at 39th position. Safety and security 122. Health and hygiene 105th position. Human resource and labor market 76th position, and ITC readiness with 94th rank. Prioritization of travel and tourism by the others is at in that aspect it stands at 50 first. And price competitiveness, it is comes at 13th position. Environmental sustainability is 128th position. Air transport infrastructure 33rd position. Ground and port infrastructure 20th position. Tourist service infrastructure 109th position. Natural resources we are at 14th position. Cultural resources and business travel we are at 8th position. So these things are explain that even though we are far better in cultural resources and business travel, natural resources, but we are not able to attracting more number of tourists. This is lacking behind of the certain aspects like lack of readiness in terms of infrastructural activities related to tourism, and safety and security. That means the perception traveling to a particular place you may feel insecure even though that place is look like secure also. So lack of awareness is there. So, and health and hygienic conditions also should be improved. So all these things will boost the travel and tourism sector. And if you see the past performance of Indian travel and tourism,